Up. We are back yet again, dude. Okay, actually, I gotta test. Hello, hello, hello. Casey, what in the actual world do you want? What's wrong? What's wrong? You just want my attention? Come here. This dog has been crying at me like nonstop. What, Bubba? Do you want more water? What do you want? You're already outside. Hold on, we gotta do a mic test. Of course. What's up, bro? So I guess the one good part about this mic is if it has to show up in the camera a little bit, it has a different colored um, pop filter. So it actually shows up even though it matches with my shirt now, but okay, we're just waiting to do a mic test because I want to know how it sounds. I didn't even edit the video for the mic, so you guys are getting a sneak peek by being on stream. I didn't even edit the video. Okay. That sounds okay. It sounds like I honestly don't know. I did a full. Come here. Come here. This dog is so needy. I know, I love you so much. She's just laying next to me nonstop, like crying. I feel like it sounds really similar to my other one. I mean, it's gonna sound a little bit weirder because I'm far enough away from the mic, but yeah, I don't like her little thing that sticks out on her eye. She has like the third eyelid thing, and I don't know, it's just gotten so bad. I think it's allergy related because my allergies have been the worst ever this year. My throat has hurt for 3 days straight. I'm hoping that the house that we get, even though we're near trees still, I'm hoping that it'll be less stuff inside because it's gonna be all hardwood and stuff, all like floors, no carpet. And there is still some carpet here. The only problem is, like, I wanted to put a rug down, but I don't want Casey to get allergies from it. So I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't want to drop my controller like I did already. I don't want to do that in the new house. But hi, baby. Hi, baby. Would you like me to put your bed over here? Would you like your bed over here? Is that better? Casey's gonna be so fancy at her new house because I'm getting her a new bed for my room. I am getting I don't know, I'm not gonna be able to keep all my weights, which is sad. I'm probably gonna keep my dumbbells, but I won't be able to do like full workout because unless I like split my room off, which it just wouldn't work out. Like I don't think I could make it into a gym. But yeah, Casey's gonna have her own new bed and all that stuff. We're spoiling her. We are going all out and spoiling her. If you guys haven't already, I hate to be that type of person, but if you guys do want to help me out, I really would appreciate if you guys checked out my shorts that I post, because that's kind of like what helps me get found easier. I have been posting shorts on YouTube all day today. Yeah, Junior. She's a goofy dog, but I love her. Oh yeah, we got to do shout outs for Twitch. Somebody told me that I have gone up another like 3 followers or something since yesterday. Okay, and they lied to me. Talk sick gamers. Talk sick gamers. Oh, I get it. I get it. Toxic. W. I've been following everybody back that follows me. Trying to help out the community. We are at 50 followers on Twitch, so it definitely helps to be part of a community. I don't know if it like actually helps to get more views or not, but because I still have like terrible views on Twitch. I need to figure out how to style my hair so that the one side isn't higher than the other. I don't know if that's normal, but this side is never laying like the other side, and it drives me insane now. But it's getting to a length where my bangs now are starting to weigh themselves down. Apparently, once they get long enough, I can like take the one side back more or something. But yeah. What's up, Junior? Second Junior? Why did you literally walk away from... What is happening to my internet? My internet just had a crazy stutter. My dog literally walks away from her bed to lay on the ground, like the hard ground. Yeah, dude, I don't know why my hair does that. Also, I don't know why I'm on like a slant where my whole room is moving, but... Okay, we're gonna hop into zombies because I'm actually really excited. So, if you guys didn't know, since we've been playing zombies, the whole entire time I've been dealing with stick drift. Here's my old controller. You guys can tell it's not on right now. This is the new one. We're gonna go with purple. Guys see that? Purple. I am very, 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 very excited to start playing around with the new controller. because I should be doing substantially better on... What? I should be doing substantially better now. Dang, we got everything unlocked now. Do you have to go to the bathroom or something? Why are you pacing so much? You have to go potty, don't you? Why are you not going to the bathroom? Hold on, guys. You have a potty? Why are you pacing? Come out. There will be a video up for the review of this microphone then, if you guys are interested. So much is happening. I literally just like go up to my door to let my dog out, and there's like a lanternfly just chilling upside down and can't get up. And I threw it outside, and Casey's like freaking out because it's raining. Like, bruh. Yeah, so this is like... You guys hear that? It's a click in. That's the only difference that I found with this controller. So like, it's a click instead of a press. So it's like a click instead of a button, but... It's actually pretty good for what it is, not gonna lie. You good? I got spam. How did I manage to get another? No. Okay, just had to ban a bot. Okay, that click thing is just gonna have to... I'm gonna have to get used to that, but... Some bot just literally sent a paragraph on my thing saying something about... I deserve credit follow this thing for a free, like he was gonna give me a free gift card. Like, yeah, that's realistic, right? I think this is actually more sensitive than... I think it's more sensitive. Is it? No, it's not really, though. I think realistically, though, that's probably the better, yeah. This is just one controller that you can't use the old style, like, setup for. Just does not work out. What happened, Junior? It's almost weird now that I don't have to fight stick drift. I can't tell if I'm over analyzing that or if this controller is just a little bit sensitive. Sometimes with aftermarket controllers, they're like extra sensitive and you actually have to lower the standard sensitivity. Just because it like doesn't sync up 100%, if that makes sense. Hope I didn't like turn turbo mode on it or something. Oh yeah, that's what's his name does that all the time too, Eric. I always see him say, "Oh, you're gone," and sometimes I'll like check my phone in the bathroom and I'll be like, "Yep, he doesn't realize that I'm gone," and then I'm like, "Oh, he's talking about because he like he's behind in chat." It happens. We gotta turn this on. Do that. Wow, guys, we actually might be able to hit our round 50. I feel so in control being able to move around with no stick drift. Yeah, there is only like 2 weeks left till the new house, guys. Isn't that crazy how fast it goes? Yeah, if you're on your phone, bro, just... I think I had to tell him that too. If you just click live in the bottom, I think on iPhone, I don't know what phone you have, but when you click the like live button, if it's not red, it's not live, and if you click it, it'll like turn red, and then that's like... Yeah, dude, I cannot believe that... Actually, I didn't update you guys a little bit. We only have 2 days, or 2 days, we only have 2 weeks really for the settlement, and we... Why am I dropping frames? Oh, it's a storm coming, I think. It is raining really bad out. Yep, Casey didn't like the little creatures. So we don't know like what's happening. We don't know if we're getting the house or not because they have 2 weeks to like decide if they're going to fix the issue. And if we don't hear from them in like a week, that's just a sign that they're not going to do it, which is bad, which means that the house sale falls through and we're back to looking at houses again, which would be, I don't know, like, I honestly, that would like probably destroy my mom because she's been like looking for one for a while and like I think got excited about this one. But in the same sense, I'm the type of person that I believe that everything happens for a reason. So if it doesn't work out, to me, it's because of a reason. The person who's trying to buy our house, they never realized our tiny community that our house is in has some steps to live in, and they had to cancel buying the house. And now we have to start doing open house and getting up early and setting the house every day. Chill, I thought you guys, didn't you guys just move, bro? Yeah, we already were like through that. And it took like a month for somebody to actually be interested. And then what sucked was like we have to like fix something particular that they want so that the house can sell, which it's all but like it's I don't think any, I'm not gonna like jinx it, but it's pretty much like good to go, right? But we wanted to have something in the meantime to like live in, obviously, because if we have to live with my pap and stuff, it's gonna put unnecessary stress on them. And my uncle's coming back home soon because of like health issues that he has. So like, we don't know where we're gonna live. It's rough. Oh, that is, yeah. Am I tripping though? Or didn't you like say a little bit ago that you like were moving to a new house, or did you just never do that? Did you guys never move the first time? Were you just in the like, because I swore before school in the summertime you guys were talking about moving. Yeah, moving is stressful. Trust me, bro, I know. We had to do like a lot of... I don't get what that does at all. What does that do? Yeah, we only had that option once. We had an open house and only like 2 people came. And then our realtor was like pretty much like, dang. Dang, so you've been doing that for months? I wonder if it's because of the state you're in or something. Typically, like when there's house sales and stuff, like at least in PA, it usually is like a 30-day turnover for the house being sold or whatever. Takes 30 days for the house to be like turned over completely, and then yeah, there's always approval and stuff. You have to go through inspections. Usually most normal people are going to get the house inspected because they don't want any issues. Oh, did it take you guys a while to actually like find people? If that's what you're saying? Because like, yeah, if there's a limited market, it's hard. But like, at least where I live, there's an abundance of people looking for houses, so houses are selling really easily. The only problem is we couldn't find anything that fit our budget that we liked. This was the first house that we liked because of the size. And then, of course, there's like something that needs to be done. And there was a lot of people that wanted this house that we got, but they chose us. And a lot of other people were trying to bribe the sellers, like saying that they wouldn't do inspections, but they like trusted us or whatever, because they just felt, I guess, like it was right. And then something comes up with the inspection, and now it's like that. I don't know if they're gonna be like, oh, we don't want to go with them anymore because other people were willing to look past the inspection. Which, like, if people want to get the most money, that's what's gonna happen. Dude, it is pouring at my house. Holy crap. Casey, you alright? Hey, stop. Casey, stop. I don't know if I have a thing on my... Hey. You gotta stop, dude. I don't know if I have a limiter. I gotta make sure I have my limiter set up. It goes noise. No, it goes gain, then noise suppression, then EQ, and limiter is at the end. Okay, so I did it wrong. Jeez, I don't know if it's working good or not. Most of the people checking our house don't check the backyard. We're just talking and sitting out in chairs and couch in our living room, and they just don't buy the house. Oh, so they like come to the open house, but they don't purchase or whatever. Yeah, see, we know the lady that's our realtor because she's like an old neighbor, and she was really like good with us. She did one like open house and she didn't see good results, so she was trying to find any means necessary to find other people. So she started like self-promoting, like she started sharing stuff on her like social medias and stuff for us. She was actually like a serious like good... What's up, Noah? She was a seriously like good realtor. She did like everything right off the rip to try to help us. And then she had found this lady that was single looking for a house. And yeah, that's... I think she's literally like a surgeon or something. It's actually crazy. So a surgeon is gonna live in our house. Not with us, obviously. We're leaving, but... What's up, Jermaine? Basically saying people think the entire community is gonna have low quality houses. What do you mean? Did I miss a message? Our community doesn't really have good quality houses without renovating the entire house. So it's like... Is it just the neighborhood? Are you saying you are Noah from YouTube? Dang, bro. I'm sorry, man. I mean, the house that we liked is really nice. The area is in like a fancy, like expensive area, but the like address and stuff of like where it is near is also simultaneously like a low, like it's somewhere that like people don't want to live, if that makes sense. It's not like a sought after area in PA to live just because of like the stigma. So it's kind of weird. What's up, DJ? So, I mean, if it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. It's just more so we don't want to put any stress on my grandparents living like there until we get a house, right? So that's gonna be more stressful than anything, because I didn't know that house buying was this difficult. I didn't know there was so much that goes into it. I didn't know that there's like inspections and there's people that can just deny inspections, and there's a lot of like weird loopholes in selling houses and realtor related stuff. Like, it's weird. It's kind of sketchy. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to post on TikTok a lot more to get more people. I would say that's like the best advice I can give any single content creator that's looking to grow. Is I didn't even know the power of TikTok. I was like, well, a lot of big names like Queso and a whole bunch of other up-and-coming streamers started on TikTok, so I was like, I might as well just use another platform to post on all the time. And honestly, I think networking is better than asking for views or whatever. Like, if you network and look for relationships with people, it's way better than like trying to just ask for viewers or stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it's storming like crazy. If my thing gets knocked out, bro, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, did burnt peanut start on TikTok too? Yeah, we got lucky with our house. Our agent was also selling agent, so we got the inside scoop. Yeah, our lady is like the sweetest lady ever. We went through like 11 houses before we found this house, and she straight up was telling us like the things that she's not supposed to as an agent. Like, usually agents are supposed to like try to sell you a house. She was like, yo, like pretty much, this is bad, this is bad. Every time we'd go in a house, if we would ask her a question, she'd be honest and be like, yeah, like that's something you don't want to see in a house. And once we found the house we liked, it was funny because she also simultaneously was like agreeing with points we had about the house. She didn't see anything bad with the house besides the fact that there was no basement, but not every house needs a basement. I'm streaming too, bro, just so you're alive. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, I for sure got to do that more. I think I use streaming as a crutch for my own mental, because I don't know. I like to like kind of not disassociate, but like kind of separate from real life, and getting on stream like helps me do that. But I definitely need to just take breaks more often than not. I did take a 2-day break, and then I've been back on consistently again, but I think I'm just gonna do days that I don't want to stream. I just won't stream. Like if I don't feel like streaming, then yeah, I'm in the process of moving. I haven't settled on the house yet. I took 2 days to like pack my stuff. Everything's in boxes now. In 2 weeks, settle and.
I think I deserve medal.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Large sandwich at least.
I don't really have a Twitch presence, but I can definitely come support. The real, like, I don't even really have crazy views on YouTube right now. It's more so I just have amassed a good amount of subscribers over the years. I just wish YouTube, like, I think YouTube, once you get to a certain point, they just stop pushing your content, because I don't know how I have, my subscriber to views does not, like, make sense at all. I feel like I definitely should be, YouTube definitely should be pushing my content out more than they do, but I think, guys, I don't know if I haven't really promoted it at all, but I did start like blindly posting to a secret YouTube account and just reposting the videos that I've already made to see if they would do any better. And they didn't do crazy or anything, but they've managed to literally get like 11 or 12 views in a day posting. And I went up 7 subs in a day. So maybe using Restream to also simultaneously stream on another YouTube platform, so 2 YouTube channels at once might be the move. I don't know. Hey, Poppy, stop. You can't do that, dude. You can't do that. She's afraid of thunder. I don't know how. I don't know if my noise suppression is working on this mic or not. I'm sorry if she just blew you guys' eardrums up. I have a limiter and everything set, but I just got this mic today. You would think about what? I literally forget if we're still on the house talk or if we're back on the social media side of things. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's really hard for me to judge those kind of things because like this microphone was $50, but there's also another microphone that's almost identical that I have, and I just spent $50 on this one, and I did a blind review, and I can't tell the difference. I really hope somebody can tell the difference, because it's kind of hard for me to tell, which makes me think I just wasted money. What's up, Knight? Oh, that's what's up, bro. Thank you. I didn't even... Sorry, I literally don't have... I don't have notifications on for that kind of stuff on OBS. I have to manually go on to Twitch to see that. Yo, we're going to shout out Night. Nope, I'm not showing my... I'm showing the wrong window. Where is... How many freaking separate tabs do I have open? Good lord. I'm trying to show it. Dude, where... How many Chrome tabs do I have open? One moment, guys. Bear with me. There we go. What? Yeah, my PC is tripping tonight. All I'm trying to do is shout out. There we go. Shout out. I can't see it on my screen. 3VI1 Night. Shout out, bro. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the raid, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, for OBS, I don't know how you set those things up. I don't know how in the world you set those things up. All my OBS shows me is because I'm logged in with Restream, so it'll show me YouTube and Twitch chat, and that's it. So I miss, like, I've missed other smaller streamer raids too, and I feel so bad after because I'll, like, notice and be like, dang, like, I didn't even get a chance to, like, thank them personally. It sucks. Appreciate you, dude. But wait, what is happening? I got OBS going to figure out what were you trying to figure out? Oh no, I'm saying, like, so with OBS, that's usually all I view when I'm streaming. I don't have, like, other tabs open because I just have my monitor here for chat and stuff, and then my gaming monitor. I probably should have a third monitor for, like, actual social medias so that I can read that. Like, if you don't have Twitch dashboard open, I don't know how you're supposed to see those, like, notifications with raids and stuff. Streamlabs or Stream Elements, and then you link it to OBS. What the heck? I honestly didn't even know that was possible. Dang. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I literally went as far as to try to use my PC to stream off of because I use my Mac Mini because the M2 chip in it does so much better at streaming than my PC setup. But I switched to PC for a little bit because I was trying to figure out how to do the vertical, horizontal, simultaneous streams because everyone says about how good that is and, like, how fast your content will blow up doing that. I tried it for like a day and I got way less views, and people were saying that they didn't even get, like, noties or whatever. Like, they were just not getting noties. I gave up on that. I don't know how people do it. I just, everything's so complicated, and, like, for that, you had to set up a scheduled stream every single time you wanted to go live, and you had to do, like, one after another. Like, one separate one for horizontal, one separate one for vertical. Like, it made no sense to me at all. Some things are just, like, too complicated. I just want to get on, click stream, and, like, be able to stream. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll have to check that out after stream, though. I don't even know if I have a Streamlabs account because I never did the whole like TTS or whatever. I literally have tried to do TTS streams for so long. Like, every time I was trying to set up a sleep stream, I would try to put TTS on and I could never get it to work. I don't think I use Streamlabs though. So yeah, I have really bad luck with that kind of stuff. Yo. The face huggers are so annoying. I was reading chat. Dang it. What if I need to start pausing? Like sometimes it seems simple, then it gets, yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah, my best run on here is 55. See, I actually did 55 before this even was out to the public. This was a beta and I got 55.
It's like Soviet potato harvest, but less work.
But I desperately need ray gun if we're gonna hit high rounds. Like, desperately. And I didn't even realize I dropped my gun. That's crazy. Yo, someone actually has to clip this. I have some weird ability, or like the universe messes with me. Every single time on stream, I will say something about the ray gun and then I instantly get the ray gun. Like, it's actually scary. It does not make any sense. I have, like, the past week done that, and then every time I say ray gun and then hit the box, the ray gun comes out. I don't know what that means. Do I have, like, some ability or something? Do the devs just mess with me? Like, I don't... War Dogs? What's that about? I've never played that. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I don't know how. I will literally make a clip after stream, or I'll get my clipper to do it, of how many times this has happened where I say that and then that's crazy. Like, what does that mean?
It's never too late to change.
Do I have some ability to predict the future? I don't know. I guess that's what they say. What's the term called where you like say things and they come true? You like it's like people practice it. It's not like a religion, but it's like you not materialize it. It's like a people believe that you like, yeah, manifest. That is crazy, dude. It's actually kind of creepy. If Junior is on here somewhere, he has 100% seen it happen like at least 2 out of 3 times in the past week, where I'll say something and then it happens. Yeah, imagine the dev just had that much free time where he just watches small streamers, and I don't think it works like that. I don't think he could manually control it. He just wants to see me, like, lose my mind. Like, how did I do that? Guys, how did I do that? Okay, I need to start, like, I'm slacking so bad. I need to start getting crawlers, and I need to start prioritizing getting perks, maybe? Like, what am I doing? That's one thing I don't know if anyone else shares with me or not. When I start, like, getting into talking with chat, I feel like I make so many, like, stupid mistakes in the actual game itself. Like, when I'm playing a game. That's, like, my most difficult thing when I stream, like, that I've learned is to do 2 things at once. Because if I get, like, overwhelmed trying to make the chat feel, like, welcomed and stuff and not pay attention, I just, like, instantly go down in this. There's, like, no in between. The moment I look away, it's always like I have zombies cutting me off from the other side. Like, look, that just happened. I'm honestly impressed that I ever got to 55, because I think I got to 55 before they introduced, was its name Zara, the bear? Because I don't remember it ever being as difficult, and now it's like crazy difficult. Yeah, that is true. See, that's one thing I need to like separate myself with. I be looking at chat too much. Because like, I don't know. I did make a TikTok about it. I get like in my head a lot about like how many viewers I have and stuff. Because some days I'll have good days, and then I don't even know if big streamers notice that kind of stuff or not, but I guess they would, because like some days they're only getting like what, 13k, and other days they're getting 20k, but I mean, you're still getting a paycheck regardless. For me, I'll have like really good days where I'll like see upwards of like 5 viewers peak sometimes, and then I'll have days where I don't have anybody on stream at all. And I have talked about it on TikTok. A lot of people like think that that means that all I care about is views. That's not really the case. I'm a very social person. Like, I don't have a lot of like IRL friends and stuff, so I like make connections easily playing like games and stuff with people or streaming with people. And the vibe overall in my mind is 100% different when you're talking to people, or even like you just have one person on that you know, versus like sitting on a stream and nobody's talking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look at the number and it's 0. Okay, that's like fine. People are like, oh well, it's because you care about numbers. No, I would be fine with like a couple people as long as they're talking. If I sit there and nobody's on, I just like feel mad depressed. Like, I just like feel like I just went back to 0. Like, in my head, I'll like convince myself that I just like somehow went back in time. Like, I like failed, and now I'm like irrelevant already. Like, it's crazy. I just like get so, I guess, so in my head about the stupidest stuff, but I guess that's just how I am. So I'll just start buying perks willy-nilly. Yeah. Yeah, I've had like a weird response to a lot of my TikToks. I'm glad at least some of you guys can relate to it, because like the one TikTok I posted that like started to bring people in was the one where I like showcased myself kind of like visibly just stressed from a stream after only having like four views, and so many people took it so many different ways. So many, like, some people related to it. Some people were telling me that I'm like ungrateful, which it was literally, people took it like to different like depths, I guess. Like, they interpret it different levels. Like, some people had deep like emotion with it, and some just were like kind of saw what I was saying, that streaming can be stressful sometimes when you're not seeing progress, but also like streaming can be stressful just kind of in general. I don't know, like, it wasn't something to be interpreted the way it was, but then like people were interpreting it like crazy different ways. Like, people would come on that TikTok that I made, and they're like, I would be happy with just one person. And it's like, all right, cool, dude. Like, that's what's up. Like, congrats. But that's not like what I was saying at all. The point was to give a visualization of like what I was explaining. I wasn't like saying particularly 4 views as in like, oh, that's horrible or something. Like, everyone starts somewhere, because I'm still there. But it's weird how like things are so like drastically interpreted online. But I guess I can say that about anything. I have seen people turn the most like wholesome videos online into like the most, it's like, how do these people even like, I'm very interested in how the human mind works, because the amount of like differences on reactions to things is like outstanding. Like it's actually like wild. It's wild. But no, I wasn't meaning it like I'm ungrateful or anything. I meant it as in like a long day of another year stream after I was streaming for 2 months straight without taking any breaks and not seeing the number go up at all, and kind of just like that realization, but also kind of like after stream you kind of realize like you're alone if you're a loner, at least in my case. But there was a lot of different interpretations, and most of them were like positive, but there was a lot of negatives on there as well. Being a small streamer takes more out of you than you think. Like when I have only 3 or 4 people, I'm happy, but also stressed because I don't feel like I'm doing right. Yeah, I mean that is true too. I get in situations a lot when I'm streaming. Like right now I'm playing zombies, but my core audience that like mainly comes out likes when I play like horror-based story modes. And the only time I ever see growth on my channel is when I play like story mode games. People don't really like want to watch me just play something that I'm just doing to like buy some time, because like I guess I could if I wanted to, but it would be a bad investment if I just bought like $50 games every single stream to stream, because then I would run out of stream ideas really fast. Sometimes I just like to do a game that's kind of like, I would call this game, I guess, mind numbing slightly, just because it's like nothing crazy is happening. It's like low stim, and there's not a lot of people that like it, so it's hard to have good friends and keep them around. I mean, you guys are preaching to the choir. I'm literally I'm not gonna ask you guys how old you think I am, because it's mostly just probably gonna offend me. But I am Unk status, and I pretty much talk to nobody in real life. Like I for real am a big time loner. Like, big time loner. But also that like for real is kind of just, the sad part is that's kind of how life be, because everybody that I know that's my age is married with kids and happy, or married with kids and miserable, or they just have a bunch of babies. Like they just have a bunch of kids to... I literally am just ignoring your comment. I'm actively announcing that I'm ignoring your comment. Okay, dead shot. No, I'm 30. I could probably pass his 40 when I had no hair, but God blessed me with hair. Thankful for him for that, bro. When I had short hair and a beard, I looked so incredibly old. And I made the conscious decision to grow my hair out, and I will not be making the switch ever again. I will have long hair until I am on my deathbed. I honestly don't know how you even tell what gen you are. Thanks, dude. I had asked a girl off a dating app and she said like 25 or something, but I'm like not even kidding you. If the same interaction would have happened with the same girl, but I had short hair, like 100%, they're saying like 40, 45, like for whatever reason, I like when I grow hair, I can hide my hairline like very well, but when I have short hair, I have like I guess it's from my dad's side. I'm assuming it's from my dad's side. It might be from my grandpa's side too. My mom's side. But yeah, I have a really bad receding hairline. But when I grow my hair out, it goes away. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know how that even works. I guess the hair like weighs it down. I have like whatever it's called where it goes like far back up on the sides, but it's not like a widow's peak. It's like the actual hairline is fine. It just like it goes deep on each side. So I could never have like a buzz cut unless I got like lined up or something. Casey, what? You're actually kind of freaking me out now. Hold on, my dog is actually scaring me. What is wrong? Why are you pacing so much? You have to go potty? Like, what are you doing? Why are you pacing? Are you okay? Come on. You're freaking me out. I don't understand why you're pacing so much. Go, go. Poop, 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 yeah, all day. Poop. Literally pacing back and forth like you have to poop. You're freaking me out, dude. Can you just like lay down or something? Can you lay down? Dude, I don't know what that means. So I don't know. Like she's not in like visible distress. As you can see, it's like pouring down rain. My dog, I have a dachshund, a wiener dog, and she's never done this before. She just keeps pacing around my room and won't like lay down. So I thought like maybe she's just going to the bathroom because it's raining because she doesn't like it. But she just went out and she peed. But she like keeps coming back inside and pacing. And I don't know what that means. Like I don't know what she wants. It's like freaking me out. It's like she's like It's like someone on a freaking controller is controlling her. She was pacing back and forth, up and back over here, and I looked over and I can see between my monitors, I could just like see her little like pitter pattering, and she was going back and forth like in a perfect pattern. It's actually freaking me out. Like made me feel like I was in a horror movie or something. What's a superpower? I'll show you guys because I'm not ashamed about it, because at least I can grow my hair in general. Like I've spent a year and a half growing this, or not a year and a half, a year and 2 months growing my hair out. It's never going away, but like the fact that my hairline goes that high up is not normal. Like my hairline should not go that high up. So when I literally had short hair, and like I was forced as a kid to get like buzz cuts all the time. So like who decided that? So in my head, like I'm thinking like that's literally like what you're supposed to do, is just have buzz cuts all the time. No. I finally was like, I'm letting my hair grow out. Every single person in my family still to this day complains about it. But I feel a million times more confident being able to like have hair than not. It's like you're paranoid about what? The dogs? Being in a horror movie? No, I actually was like, that's weird. I don't know why my dog was doing that. Yeah, it actually sucks. I mean, I guess if you just like have the confidence and you don't really care, it's not like, I guess it doesn't really matter too much as long as you're like confident about it. But like I never wanted to have short hair. I was just kind of forced as a kid to have short hair. So the moment I realized that I had an option, I was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna go with. And I don't even know, like I honestly could have probably had just as much luck, I guess. Hair in aging men is rare. Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, welcome to the stream as well. Sorry, I just like didn't even realize you were a new chatter. Yeah, I don't know what's her dealio. She laid down now, but she gets like anxiety because she doesn't like thunder and stuff. But no, I don't know, like from my perspective, like being on dating apps now, fun fact, if you guys wanted a little like recap on my life, I actually was like, I had a long term relationship, but not everything is like made to be a way in life. Sometimes you can like just tell that things are not good for your mental health, and I had to kind of like step back from all that or whatever. But I don't honestly know if long hair is actually attractive to girls, because I feel like I probably had better like matches, I guess. Like I didn't have as many crazy matches with long hair as I did with like shorter hair. I feel like now I'm getting like some wild matches. I don't even know how to explain that any better. That's the best way I can explain. And it kind of makes me like wonder if it's the hair, but I just haven't had it in me to like get a shorter style or whatever. my pap has been bald for like probably like 20 years. He actually like shaves his hair off. And I'm trying to think. My dad has a receding hairline, but he like wears his hair like slicked back.
It's not important where I got it.
No, I'm trying to respond to comments. I'm trying to stay in the loop. But yeah, there is there's like, I don't know. There's interesting people on dating apps. So I feel like I always go back to talking about this because it's like a thing I don't completely understand. It's so like weird dating nowadays. Well, I mean, if you're in college, then you don't really have to do any of that. But any other like series beyond, like, I mean, I guess in high school, but I don't know how high school is back then. In high school, I had no girlfriends until one girl that was older than me asked me out randomly. So I was dating an older chick that like boosted my popularity. And that was like the only relationship in high school. So I don't know if it's different now. I mean, my cousins that are younger have told me that there's a whole different like vibe nowadays with how people are and stuff. I've just heard a lot of stories, but see, I mean, not all dating apps I would recommend because I've tried like Tinder and stuff and I just don't think that, I'm not gonna lie, the head of marketing for their department is gonna like come after me somehow. I'm just kidding, but like, I swear how they set up, like, you can go through so many profiles and they have like exactly 4 or 5 sentences, like a mini paragraph about themselves. It 110% is AI. So they have like AI fake accounts. There might be pictures of real people. I don't know. Like, it could be real people, it could be not. But 100% they stock like at least 50% with AI to keep you swiping. They limit your swipes and then they charge you for your swipes now. So if you want to like swipe over 20 people a day, you have to pay them like $60 a month. It is actually BS. The freaking dating app pool like is ridiculous. They all want you to pay now. My dumbass had Hinge, which is like probably the most realistic one. It's like designed so that you can only like swipe on 10 people, but that's for everyone. And it like sets conversations up for people and matches similar people so that they can get off their app, which is the way it should be. Well, they send me this offer that was like for 2 months you can swipe on as many people as you want for like $1. They usually charge like $20 a week. I'm like, whatever, what's $1? Tell me how I got like 20 matches the first 2 months, and then as soon as I stopped paying them, they stopped like allowing me to swipe as much. I got like half as many swipes when I went back to the normal one. They would give me like 4 swipes a day because I literally gave them money. Why would they want me to match with people now that I gave them money? Like, they want me to pay more money to keep getting matches. So it's all just like a circle scam of lonely people wanting to like keep paying dating apps. And yeah, I'll pay $1 for 2 months. I'm not paying $20 a week. I would rather be single for the rest of my life than pay an app that just it's a long like list of complaints that I have with that kind of stuff. But also, it's just like online dating in the beginning when I was like 23 and started dating out of high school more. those apps actually worked. Like, I was matching with a lot of freaking people, and I was like hanging out with a lot of people off of these apps, and there was a couple people that I actually had relationships with. The way that they're set up now, it just doesn't feel like that, but it also might be just because I'm older. But like, my age range is 26 to 30 because I'm 30, and 90% of the people that I match with are like borderline like schizophrenic. I'm not even kidding you. I had this girl that didn't even tell me she had kids. She talked to me maybe, I don't even know, 10 times, like five back and forth. Like me, 5, her 5 exchanged, right? I stop answering her. It's 2 in the morning. I start getting a call from this girl. I'm like, yeah, no. Like, no. She leaves a voicemail asking me how I'm going to provide for her and her family. I respond back and I'm like, bro, it is literally in like the middle of the night. What are you calling me saying? And she goes, yeah, I have a little girl and I just want to know like how much money you make. And like how you're gonna like I just want to know that I can like trust you and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't even know this person. Like, it actually is insane, bro. Like, she was thinking that she was thinking that I'm gonna like take over the whole like I'm gonna take over the whole stepdaddy thing. Like, nah, I'm not interested in like raising other people's kids. I know some people are. They don't mind it, but like I'm not doing that. Yeah. But no, I already did the whole like proposing thing once. I'm good off that. I don't know if I honestly don't know unless like God has a plan for me that I don't know about. Like I don't know if I'll ever get to that point again with relationships, because I'm not trying to like let y'all like youngins down and like change your viewpoints, because everybody should kind of like be blinded by the like one day I'll fall in love type stuff. But as you get older, it just kind of like, I guess, changes your perspective on things. And I don't know. I just don't know if it's in my future, because for me to think about like going back and doing almost a 4-year relationship all over again, and then like realizing that they're just like terrible for me, like, I don't know, dude, it's just scary. That was like such a 360 moment in my life. No, I don't have kids. I don't even know if I want children. I kind of came from like a broken family situation, and I was exposed to like divorce really young on, and there was a lot of like, it was like very messy and traumatic as a young kid. And then I also grew up around like a bunch of younger cousins. I was like substantially older than my cousins, and they were the most like, God love them, but they were the most annoying little like creatures ever. Like my little cousins used to crawl on my back when I would be like in the pool swimming, and I've been almost drowned like 4 or 5 times when I was a kid, because my like mom or my pap like weren't paying attention to them. I'd be in the deep end swimming, and they would like jump on your shoulders and be like, chicken jockey, chicken jockey. Like, dude, no. Like, what? So, yeah, I don't know. I think all of that just scarred me. I just wasn't I wasn't like, I don't know. I have my own like kids in a way on YouTube, and well, I don't know about Twitch, but on YouTube I have a bunch of people that I talk to that are younger that I try to like influence in a positive way and just, you know what I mean, help them through situations. I've helped a lot of younger kids with like mental health stuff, and that like originally was like where my YouTube channel started out, was I was doing like mental health stuff to help others, talking about like antidepressants or like natural remedies for anxiety, things that have helped me, all that stuff. And that kind of just carried over to when I started streaming and stuff. But you work with a bunch of 20-year-olds. Do you happen to work at a warehouse? Dude, that's like literally the default job, I feel like, for so many people. Like, I could not tell you how many freaking warehouse jobs I worked out of high school. It actually, I've seen... Dude, where did my gun go? I don't want to lose my gun. I don't want to lose my gun. Where'd it go? Holy crap, I think I lost it. Yep, I lost it. Where did it go? Oh. What? Oh, I have mule kick? I thought I... Dude, I always think I have sleight of hand and I have mule kick. I literally almost cried. I thought I just lost this gun already. Holy crap, that scared me so much. Yep. Yep. I worked so many warehouse jobs, it wasn't even funny. Like, actually. And the stories I could tell you guys from that place would actually blow your socks off. Like, I'm not even kidding. You could meet the most, like... You could meet the most, like, terrible people there, actually. I worked at one out of high school for a year, and I made like pretty good money there. But I had these like two friends that were married with kids. Well, the one was divorced, I guess, but they both had kids. And they were really cool, like really nice girls. They were chill, but they would like do just the most like heinous crap. And like I that's when I learned like that if your girl is like a warehouse girl, yeah, you just count your blessings, because every single person that I knew there that was married was cheating on their spouse with somebody at their job. That changed my perspective of relationships early on when I was young, but seen a lot of that. This girl and her friend, like, we always had these second shift people that would swing their shift to first shift because they had like stuff going on. And there was this like one girl that was like really pretty that I would always like make jokes about with them, and I'd be like, my girl's on the shift or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, we know who you're talking about. Well, the one day, without even asking me, they go over and they start asking her like if she's single and stuff. And then they come over to me and they're like, yeah, she wants your number. I was like, how would you know that? She's like, we kind of like said something about you thinking she was cute or whatever. And I guess at first she was like, nah, I have a boyfriend. But then she changes her mind and like said to them, oh, I was just like nervous. So I start texting this girl and she's like, yeah, I live with my ex, but he's moving out in a month. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not talking to you until you're free of your ex. Like, that's just weird. I'm like, I'm not coming to the house that you live with your ex or whatever. Like, nah. She's like, I totally get it. It's fine or whatever. A week goes by. I said like a couple words to her, like back and forth. And she's like, yeah, my ex actually moved out already. I kicked his ass out because he wasn't paying rent. And that's like what the plan was anyways. But I was like, oh, all right, cool. So we start talking. And at this time, she's back to like second shift or whatever. So I'm on first and she's on second. And I would literally like go over to her house and hang out and stuff. And no one was there. Well, her ex that she was saying was actually her boyfriend. And he worked third. And she was like simultaneously having a relationship with me and this guy. And like neither of us were figuring it out. Well, I guess eventually he had seen on her phone something about like me saying like, when are we gonna hang out tonight or whatever. And he goes through and finds out how to like see her deleted messages, and he starts freaking out and stuff, and he texts me off of a number. And I was like, he was saying it like stay away from my girl, because I guess she said that I was like some creep at work that was hitting on her or something. She would literally just play this story for both of us. You know what I mean? Like when I'm around her, oh, this is my like insane ex that's obsessed with me. And then when I guess I was away from her, her boyfriend would be like, who is this? And she'd be like, oh, it's just some weirdo that like got my number from work. And she was doing it to both of us. Well, eventually he finds me while I'm driving to her house when he's leaving, going a different way. The odds are like crazy. And he tries to fight me, so I was like, all right, bet. I literally I come out of my car, I get out of my car, and this guy's like 5'7". I'm 6'1". And I was like thinking that this guy's like some creep that's like stalking her still. And I was like, what's up? What are you gonna do? And he goes, come to my house. And I was like, what? Like, come to your house? I was like, you're not going to her house. And he's like, just watch or something. So this is like the craziest story ever. I can't even like believe this type of stuff happens to me. So I pull up on her house, because I know where she lives, and he has the keys for the house, and he goes inside and comes back out with a fucking 2x4, and he tries to fight me with a fucking 2x4. And I was in my car still, and I started laughing, and I took a video of him, and then I sent it to her, and I was like, what kind of like shit do you got going on? Because obviously something's like happening behind the scenes or whatever. Dude texts me and goes, what's up, Nick? And goes, yo, we gotta talk. So we literally meet back up on some like just respectable like one-on-one bro stuff, and he basically like exposes her for lying the whole time, and I guess like he found out all this stuff. So then he wants to like confront her. Dude, this all happened in a span of a year of being at a warehouse job. Like, I cannot tell you the stories. Like, there's so many. And she pretty much was like playing like both sides in front of us, like no, like trying to be, and he like basically starts exposing like all this shit in front of me and stuff, and then he's like telling me that she like is an ex like heroin junkie and stuff. Dude, there was so much shit, like actually so much shit. And he was like, he goes like, yeah, I don't really care if y'all are friends or whatever, but I'm like, I don't want anything to do with her anymore. Like, that's just actually stupid. Oh, damn, bro. I'm sorry. W raid, Nick. Sorry, bro. I don't get the notification on OBS at all. I have to have my I gotta have my like actual browser open. I don't know how else to do it. W, guys. Go follow Nick. Nick and 3VI Knight, both with the raid. I appreciate y'all. For real. Sorry, I did not mean to bring your chat in on the mid conversation that I was having. It's actually crazy because you really don't know unless you're like watching beforehand. But I was telling a crazy story. We're talking about warehouse jobs and stuff, and they wanted to know about my experience with warehouse jobs and dating, and it ended up being some actual crazy story. But yeah, I have had absolutely the like worst luck, and like even I just thank God that like all the girls that I was friends with in there, I like turned down all the advances they were making and stuff, because half of them were married, and I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. I don't care what anyone says. Like, some people like have fantasies about that. Like, I would literally, like, if I was with somebody for like 20 years married, and they like, I find out that they're like sleeping with some young dude at work, like, bruh, like I would just like, nah. I would literally give up right there. Like, I would not try love ever again. So I wasn't gonna be responsible for that. There was like so many people that were like that. Like, the majority of the friends that I was friends with that were girls were married and had kids and were still trying to do stuff like that. And yeah, warehouse is like, I will literally tell anybody that asks me for advice, if like you know somebody that you're dating and she works at like Amazon, yeah, don't be dating her. If she works at like, I don't know. I can't even speak for myself really, because I was dating somebody in retail, and they still managed to meet somebody at that job and do it like under my nose, because I know for a fact there's no way that somebody can be with somebody for 4 years and be dating somebody like 2 days later, but that happened. Yeah. So that's kind of my life story, guys, if you wanted to know, because people were asking like why I'm not married or whatever at 30 and stuff, or like when I'll think about it. Like, I've just had too many eye-opening moments to make me not really trust a lot of stuff, and I feel like you can't really blame somebody if that's all that they've seen firsthand. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to like put myself out there again unless I can like truly trust the person. And even this last like long-term relationship, I thought I could trust, and that happens. So I mean, I do feel like the fact that there are like dating apps and stuff definitely it before it was like you could get on like eHarmony or something and make like a profile on a website. Now you have like every single dating app at your fingertips, and like for girls, especially like girls that I know that are friends, they use that to like boost their ego and stuff. They just like being able to get on there and get complimented and stuff. And they'll have like 20 dudes talking to them at once, and they're not even interested in any of them. Like it just, I'm not trying to be in that thing, but it is different, I guess, if you can get like if you're younger and you find somebody like a high school sweetheart. That's like what I think is like true love, probably, or like if you like go to church and you both like meet at church or whatever, maybe like that kind of vibe or whatever. I don't know. I don't know where you meet people like that. Did I get another raid? Or you... Our society is dog trash. Oh, you see that? Your job too, Nick. Do you also work at a rare? Do you also work at a warehouse? Because that was like the thing that started the conversation. Because I feel like most people that leave high school and stuff, that's like the default, I feel like, for a lot of people. But I mean, there always are like blue collar stuff, and I'm trying to think what else is really out there without college and stuff. Oh, that's what's up. So you're on like an assembly line kind of thing? What the heck? So everybody, in a way, kind of works at a warehouse? In a way. Yeah, see, we don't really have options like that down here. In PA, I have like clothing warehouses. There's a bunch of Amazon warehouses. There's I think there's one that does like archery stuff, but I mean, yeah, that is true that it's not the best thing to meet people at work anyways. You don't want to what do they say, you don't want to crap where you eat. But yeah, that is, I'm missing so many messages. What is happening? Meet a chick at a bar and you'll find a bar chick. Yeah, I mean, that is true. That 100% is true, but also like my dad met a good Christian woman at a bar, so I don't know how that works. And he's been like remarried for a really long time. But I get the analogy. I for sure do. See, to me, I never like put two and two together, though. I was like never, oh, well, if I date somebody from a warehouse, they're going to be like that. And I mean, they weren't all like that. There was actually some like really nice people that I met there. But yeah, to me, like with my personal story, I did not expect that whole shenanigans to go on. I was not expecting to be in like a crazy love triangle that was somehow like kept a secret. Also, am I like not understanding lingo or something? What does that mean? I don't want to say it because I feel like it's something bad. What does the numbers in the letter mean? Nah, you're speaking facts, bro. I'm just speaking from experience because usually when I tell stories, it like entertains people. People like love my misery. I think isn't that the term that like misery loves company? Oh, that's what's up. I'm so confused. Is Myth a girl? I can't see like anybody's profile pictures at all. I see like small blurry like circles. Yeah, I don't even understand what is that like verbiage mean? Oh no, I wasn't trying to like
Funerals for everyone.
call you the wrong sex or anything. I literally just didn't know what you guys were talking about. You guys started talking about like taking care of someone or something, and I was like, I didn't know if you were like saying that you were actually like a nurse or something. I feel like for the most part you guys all know each other, right? To some degree, or I've like gotten so deep into this conversation that I have gone on autopilot with zombies. I'm like not even paying attention. Oh, that's what's up. I literally wish I had any friends that actually like were still around that would support me like that. When I first started doing social media, like YouTube and stuff, it was not only like my family, but like I literally had friends make fun of me for doing it. I like had probably the worst support system ever, and I still don't get like I hit 17,000. I'm almost at 17,700 subs on YouTube, and the closest thing to a congratulations I've heard was the exact words from a family member was, "You don't make it until you hit 1 million, so what's the point even?" Because I guess on the news it says like when people hit 1 million, you get like paid a lot. So I was like, nice, sick, thanks. But yeah, I still just stick with the flow. I just do what I'm gonna do, you know. Even if you don't have like family that supports you, I feel like that's like even more of a reason to try to like prove people wrong. It's not like you're gonna like rub it in their face or anything, but being able to at least like, you know what I mean? Like have that confidence of one day like knowing that maybe eventually you'll do something or whatever. But yeah, I mean, a lot of my family's old fashioned, so they don't really even understand like numbers or whatever. But what's up, Gumby? Hey, I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, it's been like super hard to like stay motivated with that, like just I don't know, like the negative vibe constantly of having people doubt you is like really hard. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like it's really hard to kind of push through at times. But I guess I've always been the type of person to like want to do something more when I know, yeah, like yeah, because like I mean, if I just would have gave up a year ago, I would have never even hit the threshold of 10K. So But yeah, I don't know if any of y'all can relate. I feel like there is a percentage of people that like grew up in like negative families, but I do also realize that there's like a lot of awesome supportive families out there. There's a lot of like big streamers that I watch that like their family supported them the whole entire time, and they even like supported them like dropping out of college and stuff to pursue media. So I I try to be relatable, but then sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't even know if this is relatable because I don't know if people go through the same thing or not. But yeah, I mean, I don't think any of my family really thinks it's cool at all. But yeah, it kind of just was like that. But I also do come from like a huge family, and I feel like they're all like really judgmental. I don't know like what exactly makes that in a family. Like I don't know what like starts the trend of having like every single person being judgmental. But yeah, like when I was younger, I like don't want to talk about it too much because I'm not trying to like get emotional and stuff because I'm a man. I no. I think dudes can get emotional, but I just don't want to like get emotional on stream. But like I literally the first time I just gotta laugh it off. The first time I like had my family find out that I was doing content on YouTube or whatever, my cousins put it on TV at like family events and like started making fun of me for it. And then my like other family literally like yeah I can't even finish it. I can't even finish the sentence. I can't finish the sentence. I can't. But yeah, that's how like my whole social media like started was that. So yeah, I definitely had like a rough start doing it, and like my goal was to try to hit monetized on YouTube so I could like prove to everyone that I was making money. But to them it didn't matter because like in their head I have to be making millions for it to be worthwhile. So they don't really say anything about it much anymore, except it's just like they'll be like, when do you think you'll ever like grow out of that phase? And I'm like, well, I enjoyed doing it and I know that like one day eventually. And then they'll be like, well, why don't you put your hobbies towards like actually something worthwhile or like something like that. But it is what it is. I still try to like stay positive for people. I do get real on here because I do know like being real with people, like sometimes there's people that can relate and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely something. Just keep getting in the trenches and grinding. Yeah, for real. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to like get into that. Kind of just like where the conversation kind of turned or whatever. But yeah, I don't like understand. I think being like trying to look at it in like a motivational way, I feel like I was purposely put in my family to be like somebody that changes the perspective of my family because I'm like more positive person than anyone else in my family. So like I feel like it's kind of my duty to try to help them. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But hold up. That's insane. Nah, you're good, bro. There'll be a day where there'll probably be a day, I don't know, but I'll eventually probably move out of state when I can afford it. That's probably the goal, because I usually I stick around because my grandpa is the person that raised me. So I definitely feel like, I wouldn't say I like owe him, but I feel like I have to be around for him, because like he literally picked up the slack of my dad. So that's why I'm in PA. But eventually I'll be like out of state. I realistically probably couldn't afford to do all that just yet, because I know with like housing and stuff how expensive everything is. Yeah, my lord. I have a lot of that, bro. But yeah, I just don't want to like I just don't want to like put off like a negative vibe on stream, because I know like a lot of people don't want to come to streams that are like sensitive, and you know what I mean. But how do you guys have emotes? I still don't know how like Twitch works necessarily with like emotes and stuff. I especially want to shout out. Let me do that real quick again, because Nick and Knight, because the highest viewer count I've had on Twitch, and like I'm not even kidding you guys, I've been on Twitch for like, I've been using Restream with YouTube. YouTube I've been streaming for a year and 2 months, and I started using Restream about like 5 months ago. My highest ever views for a Twitch stream was 2, I think. So yeah, the 8 is like surreal. It makes me feel like I have like so many freaking eyes on me. I guess that's like what it is, like being a small streamer or whatever. But gifted subs and subbing to people. Oh, that's how you get emotes? You have your view count off. Yeah, people were telling me to do that. I just don't know how to do it on OBS, because my like Restream channels show that I'm live, so that I make sure that I like am currently live. And I'm afraid that if I don't pay attention to that, then I'll have like issues and get kicked off OBS and not even know. I would probably stream for like a whole hour and not even know that I was live. I'm sometimes just like that unattentive to things. But the Restream thing underneath shows like an estimation of my views, and I don't think I can turn it off. But I definitely need to. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like read you guys' chat and also not go down. Eyes and ears? I'm so confused. I don't have Restream, but OBS you can hover over and click the view count off. Oh yeah, the when you use Restream, it's like a plugin, so it just like kind of changes the like window for chat and your channels and stuff. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't like miss anybody. I don't want to like make anyone feel unincluded or whatever. It's just I'm used to like talking to 1 or 2 people max, because like I said, I usually have, and I'll be proud enough to admit this, I usually have my phone on, which will count for a view for a little bit, and then it, like, I think IP blocks you from a view because I've literally had my phone on and I've still shown as 0 views. But I'll have my phone up, and I usually have like 2 people on YouTube that come on and chat, and Twitch I have like the like art bots that are like, they'll talk to you for a little bit and then I'll be like, I want to promote my art. Do you have a Discord? I would like to show you my recent stuff or something. And I know now to block them because they're not real, but I always think they're real. Somehow I am able to clear higher level World of War content and keep up with chat. What? I actually don't really know anything about that game. What do you... Is that... No, that's not. Is that kind of like League of Legends or whatever? Reading the chats out loud. Yeah, I try to do that most of the time, and then like when I'm like being swarmed by zombies, I like blank out. Okay, yeah, I've never played any games like that. I grew up playing Call of Duty, but the only thing that I play on Call of Duty anymore is zombies because I just don't like it. Like, I don't like the multiplayer anymore. I know that they like came out with Black Ops 1 and 2 is what are they called? There's like you guys know what I'm saying? PlayStation 5 finally brought it back that you can play and you don't get into hacked lobbies or whatever. But I have never played any games like that. I usually I don't know if you guys ever like, because I know a bunch of you guys have said like you stream or whatever. The most like views I've ever gotten, at least on YouTube, from a series, I would say was Poppy Playtime and FNAF. Now, I don't know how good it is, like, as far as daily viewers, because I got a lot of people on, like, my Discord and stuff from playing those games, like, doing playthroughs of, like, Secret of the Mimic or, like, the full series of Poppy Playtime. But, they usually, like, want to see you play more of that game. And I don't know how you exactly play, like, games like that over and over and over, because, I mean, I guess you can search for, like, secret endings and stuff, but for me, like, the highest I've seen on YouTube was, like, I think there was probably at one point, like, 20 people watching me on YouTube play those games, but I think it's because there's a huge fan base behind those games. So, like, there's people that would come on my stream and be like, yeah, I just go around looking for people playing this game to help them, like, figure it out or whatever. So, I guess that's what you do. Like, you find games with big fan bases and then play them. And also a weird game, Poppy Playtime and FNAF, for me, people really like Elden Ring. Yeah, Elden Ring has a lot of people that are like diehard fans. There's streamers that I've watched that have done marathons playing that, and they've like averaged crazy viewers and stuff, and have gained like massive amounts of people watching them because of that. Did you guys ever try to play like Flash games? Yeah, that's true, with like different demographics and stuff. The playthroughs of like horror games have always done me really, really good. And Resident Evil has like a big following and stuff as a kid. Yeah, so I don't even know if you guys are gonna know what this is, because it's such like a niche game that I played when I was in high school, because you could get on these like Flash players on the computers, because they didn't have them set up like to block it. And some of the games that like are popular even now, like, I don't know if, I'm sure you guys have at least heard of Jinxie. He was playing the Geometry Dash, which is the same, like, it's from the same like Flash Games website. The Balloon Tower Defense. When I used to play Balloon Tower Defense, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like a strategy game for money and upgrades, and that's it. And it gets very boring and repetitive. But I had like 55 people watch me play that at one point, and I was like shitting my pants. Like, I didn't even know how to respond to all the people that were like saying stuff. It was actually intense. Alright, I have to turn this on, because there's too many of them. We're on round 32 with this many guys. Yeah, the balloon game. It's like, I'm just telling you guys because it's like an untapped market right now. There was literally like people trying to get Jinxie to play, and I know for a fact if he did, every single person would be trying to get in, like playing it, because that's just how it works. Like a big streamer plays a game, and all of a sudden like everyone wants to bring it back, and streamers want to hop on the trend and all that. Like I saw a bunch of people doing that with like Rainbow Six and stuff. I don't understand those games enough to play them and be good at them. The like strategy shooters, I can do like first person shooter, whatever, but certain games I'm just not good at. But yeah, the Balloon Tower Defense, like, I'm not even kidding you guys, had like a crazy untapped market, because if you even like type in, when you guys like get on next to like Twitch, if you like type in on a certain tab or whatever and type in Balloon Tower Defense and look at like how many people actually play it, there's not a lot, but there's still a huge like market, I guess. There's a lot of people over in like different countries that love the game and that still play it, and you get all of that like, I thought I had the revive thing. I never bought the freaking, dang it. That sucks. I never bought quick revive, like the thing from the, dang, bro. It's all good. Kingdom of Hearts. I'm not sure I know what that is. I do know about like anime and stuff, but I think I watch like mainstream stuff. Like, I just fell into like the mainstream, like, first anime I watched was Attack on Titan, then it was Demon Slayer, then it was, what's the next one? Death Note. I guess I'll switch tabs. I just unlocked so many things. Yeah, I don't know how to show my best level on zombies. I've hit 55 on that map before, but I have to be locked and stuff, and I'm just too distracted. It's also like 1:30 here. I usually try to go to bed around 3. I'm still here, was just making and eating dinner. Oh, what's up, bro? Now you're good. Um, it's an older game that came out on PS2 originally, and it's an odd storyline that mixes up Final Fantasy and Disney characters. Speaking of Disney characters, that Bendy and the Ink Machine or whatever has like the character that looks like Goofy or whatever, so that's what made me think of it. They're making another game. I guess have to continue the series of that because people found me out because of that game as well. I didn't have as much of a following coming from that because I played the very first one and apparently it's like really old, but I guess there's probably like most likely niches for older games. Like I would think that not that many people play like retro games like older Super Mario and stuff, and like so I would guess that that's like the one thing I've learned is if there's like not a huge audience streaming it on Twitch, but there's like a lot of kids still looking for people that stream it because they play the game, that's where the like untapped markets are. But I don't think I'll ever like I don't think I'll ever stream Balloon Tower Defense again. Realistically, it just I don't know. It's too like once you realize what you're doing and that you're doing it just on repeat over and over and over again, it's pretty much like zombies, but like dumbified down because. Are you okay? Okay, now my dog is doing something else crazy. She was like, just, are you good? Come here. Figured since there's all these people, all these people on here, introduce you to, are you okay, girl? What did you like go out and eat? I have Wiener Dog. She has really bad allergies, so her one like eyelid thing pokes out. We still like we had her to 2 vets and they can't figure out why, but they Wiener Dog. She she's like my grandma dog. She's 10 years old, but she's like the sweetest dachshund ever. Usually like wiener dogs are kind of like mean because they're bred to go into holes. They're from bred in Germany originally, and dachshund literally stands for badger dog, so they're bred to go in holes. Yeah, I absolutely like they're my favorite breed ever. Your wiener dog's a fat ass. I have like heard so many people say that, like that their dachshund got really fat. There's like a world record holder dachshund that lost all this weight, but it was like I don't know, like 45 pounds, and it was literally like it drug its stomach. It was like the most. I don't know how somebody could like have made a dog that like that's literally abuse if your dog is like 10 times the like my dachshund weighs 11 pounds, so almost like 4 times. Like, he looked like a long tube of peanut butter. Yeah, no, it's like sad that like it was definitely like abused. Like its owner was not. I guess some people think like it's okay to like overfeed a dog because you love them so much, but that's like the same thing as humans. Like if you keep telling your like family members, let's go out to eat for the 5th time and let's get ice cream, and they start getting fat and you're just like, oh, keep going, keep going. Like that's the same thing. It's still considered abuse even if you think you're doing like the right thing. And yeah, they do like tend to put on a lot of weight when they get older. I have to like constantly play ball with her because they have like I'm sure you know they have like a bunch of back issues because they're like elongated dogs. Those in corgis have like the most issues. They have a lot of back issues. And Casey at 3 had a scare where they like wanted her to be put down because her back was giving her issues. So they had me cage rest her, and then they were like pretty much like, you can pay $10,000 for a back surgery out of pocket or put her down. And I was like, that's not happening. I started working with my personal vet. This was like the emergency vet. I worked with my personal vet, and I figured out about CBD, and I started giving her. It's called like, I literally want to put this on here just because if anyone has a dog that has like back problems or whatever. Oh no, it's Pet Relief CBD, and it literally like, I give her them like once a week, and it just helps with like inflammation and stress. Yeah, his legs eventually came out on him. Yeah, that's sad. I feel like it's usually like their back legs, because they do like make wheelchairs now for them where they can like kind of sit up on a little thing and wheel around. It's kind of neat because it's like it gives them like a chance to still have like the mobility and stuff like the breed is supposed to. But yeah, they wanted me to put her down at 3 years old, and she's 10 now. So I'm glad I looked into CBD. There's a lot of people that aren't informed with that. There's a lot of people that like could have been steered so wrong by this doctor because he just like worded it in the weirdest way. He goes like, yeah, I had a dachshund when I was a kid, and realistically, like, you're gonna have to do surgery, or, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna find a way. And she's virtually has no pain. She doesn't make noises really at all. Sometimes she like groans because she's older and she stretches, but she still plays ball like a young pup and stuff. So, oh, you're good, bro. I think I'm gonna head off for the night. I actually got on stream just to like showcase this microphone because I just did like a bunch of content with YouTube videos and stuff, but I just wanted people to see an option if they were interested in like a streaming mic. If you guys think it sounds good and you guys wanted to know, I'm not gonna gatekeep it or anything. I could probably just show you the box. That would be easier. It's the Fafine K688. I also had, if you guys saw me stream in the past with this mic, this is the Fafine AM8. I might do a giveaway on this if you guys are interested, because I just have no use for it. I'm moving in like a week, and I have nowhere to go with like half my stuff because I'm downsizing. But if you guys are interested in like mic things, that's two options. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I appreciate the raid too, dude. That's the funny thing because I got a 10-year-old dog. When her brother wants to play, all of a sudden she acts like a pup. Yeah. Yeah, it is cute when dogs do that. They definitely get pep in their step from their younger siblings and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if anyone on Twitch watches YouTube or whatever. My YouTube, I usually like post a bunch of stuff there. I am trying to like transition into like videos and live streams. Also, if you guys do social media and you guys haven't tapped in, like, YouTube Shorts is the second best thing for discovery besides TikTok. If you guys post your clips, make a clipping page or hire somebody to do clipping and post that. You can easily like bring people, if you don't want to stream on YouTube, you can bring them right over to Twitch and stuff. And like, it's very easily with clips, as long as you're doing something in the clip, like a certain part of a game or something, you can easily like reach a decent amount of people. Like, I've had probably like, I think my highest is like 55,000, which is like a decent reach. You can use like things like that to find other ways, other methods for. Dang, I'm sorry, Junior. That's sad. Yeah, that like as dogs get older, they kind of be doing that. I try to like get Casey. Casey's 10 now. I try to like play ball with her and stuff because that's something that like hypes her up. It's good to like give them exercise. My grumpy old man American bully will move for some. Yeah, yeah. You can motivate a dog with food. You hang it from a little doggy treadmill and get their steps in. No, but it with dachshunds and stuff, when they get older, you have to be super careful of their back, even more so. So if they get overweight, it's really bad for their backs. So I try to keep her in her skinny little queen mode or whatever. But thank you guys so much for coming out on Twitch. I'm like absolutely blown away that anybody even stayed. I wasn't expecting anybody to stay from the raids. I really appreciate you guys. If you want to follow, you can. I also stream on YouTube at Gaming with Mike without the little underscores. That's like where all of it started. But yeah, and anyone that follows me back, if you guys stream or whatever, let me know because I will follow all y'all back. And anytime I am live, I try to raid somebody else. I've been trying to do that on Twitch recently. So is there any people live that you guys would want me to raid that is like a smaller content creator that would appreciate it? Because the only person that I have that is smaller right now that's actually been like nice to me is somebody playing Pow World. I don't know if you guys would watch that or not. I don't know anything about them. There was one other guy that like contacted me, but he like low-key is kind of, I feel like he's just like, I don't know. He contacted me on TikTok saying all this stuff, like to follow him and stuff. He never followed me back. He never like reciprocated anything. I rated him. I came out to his stream a bunch. I I left my stream open for him so that he could get views and stuff, and he just never reciprocated. So I feel like I shouldn't rate him because like, I mean, if one of y'all like is part of the community or whatever and you want to spark, I'll raid whoever wants to spark or whatever. But I can show you guys on my screen right here. The only person that I have that you guys can take a sneak peek at who I follow. I follow a bunch of like young dudes stream, like mainstream people, but this is the only guy that I have that's newer. All these other people are just big streamers. I don't know who that is. I'm not following these people. But this is the only person that's like newer that I'm following. So I don't know. Do you guys want me to raid them, or are you gonna spark, or is someone gonna spark that they want me to raid? Because I'm trying to stick on the streak. Every time that I go live, I try to raid someone that like came to my TikTok that was super nice and supportive and all that. And that works for any of you guys that are watching right now. Like if you guys follow and say something or whatever, like I don't mind rating. I feel like as a community, when you first start out, you have to build like connections with other people. Like there is literally no other way around it. Like when you start growing, if you're not like looking for connections and you're not like trying to network and stuff on like different social medias, you're pretty much just like pulling straws at like luck, unless you post like a really good TikTok and it blows up. Like if you post a really good TikTok and it blows up, then you have like the instant views and stuff. But I'm gonna follow you back, Gumby. I gotta follow all you guys back in chat that have been active. I'll follow you back, Jermaine. I'm pretty sure I'm following Nick. Yeah, I'm following Nick. Is there anyone else? Squigglebug? Oh, what the heck? I didn't even recognize. That's what's up. I don't even like recognize names half the time. I'm actually dumb. I'm trying to follow everyone back that I don't follow already. Myth. Anyone else that streams? Sure. Sure, bro. If you guys have anyone that's like streaming right now, I'm down to raid. Just please don't ever have me like raid somebody with like thousands and thousands of people watching, because they literally like make fun of you. Like I'm actually like, I have a fear of raiding somebody that has like a big audience, because I swear to you, you will raid somebody with like 10K more or more, and they'll like laugh in their chat will be like weak ass raid, weak ass raid, weak ass. Like I don't want to freaking raid somebody that doesn't appreciate it. Like that's like my greatest fear. And they be doing that like all the time. Yeah, I literally will never. That's like my greatest fear, is just like getting made fun of for trying to help out. Yeah, I got you, bro. I just gotta check their account real quick to make sure you're not like showing something crazy. And I get an ad. Okay, he's playing hardcore Minecraft. Okay. I'll raid him, guys. And like I said, if anyone's in chat and you guys ever want to raid, or if you're live or whatever, just feel free to say something. I am going to try to always raid somebody different. I'm going to try to do that every single day this month. Every single day this month. Okay. I think I got it. The raid has been created. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm super blessed and thankful that I had all you guys come out and actually watch and support. I hope I can keep doing that, and I hope I can keep making you guys happy and feel like you're in a safe spot that you can kind of hang out and chat and do all that. So I love you guys. God bless. Peace out. And I'll see you in the next one. W all the new peeps. Raid now.